This episode of Luke and Sassy Scott is brought to you by Hayter Institute of Education.
If you've been thinking about studying in the second half of the year, well, now's the time. Mid-year intake is closing soon.
Plus, until June 30, you can get 30% off courses. And remember, Hayter makes it easy to study wherever, whenever.
Search Hayter Institute today. Did you see my TikTok?
Which one?
So we're sitting there. This is fascinating. Do you know the difference between nature and nurture?
Or
the
coming from
definition?
a biology background, I would assume what nature is, say, being risen in mum and dad's family, where then what's the other one? Nature versus what?
Nurture?
Nature is DNA. Nurture is how mum and dad raised me.
Okay, so you know what? The most fascinating thing, Marcus Allen always does this for some reason. When he drives and he sits still,
I did see this actually.
he always does this thing with his fingers. Right? It's like, I'm like, that's a gang sign. Like, that'll get you, that'll get you shot where I'm fucking from. And then we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, I'm looking at Obed Oliver out of nowhere, just sitting there doing this with his fingers. Isn't that fascinating?
He's doing the same thing as his
the
dad.
exact same
Has he
thing.
copied though? You don't know if it's
No,
nature or
that's
nurture,
definitely
though.
not copied. It's not that kind of obvious. It's like when you're driving with Marcus in the car, you'll see like one of his fingers do it.
So with what Scott was doing, if you're not watching, he just had a finger crossed over another finger.
But it's a weird one to do too. Like I can't naturally just do it. Like I have to really. And Obed Oliver had his finger.
But there are some like genetic things, like my thumb. Can you do that with your thumb? Like that's just
No,
like
I
there's
can't
little
do that.
genetic things that would be in your
But isn't
family or
that
not.
fascinating? And then, you know what the funniest thing is? I like pull out my phone. I'm like, oh my God, like look. And then I just go to Marcus. I'm like, you do that all the time. And then Marcus does it really easily. See, I can't do it that easily. And
And then you go to Bobby Beckett.
And then I go to Bobby Beckett and he's doing this. Now, no lie. I thought he was trying to copy what Obed Oliver was doing. I was like, oh, cute. And he goes, yes, queen. He was saying, yes, queen.
See, that's nurture. But today we're not talking about DNA. We're talking about
Well, we were.
when it rains, it pours. That's today's segment. When it rains, it pours.
Episode, that's today's it.
Yeah, and it was on the back end of recently. I had a good mate, good
Hang on, I need to
friend,
get serious.
who recently lost his mum unexpectedly, and then that weekend had his car stolen. And it's just like, fuck, what sort of luck is that? Like that's enough to really push one over the edge. And he saw it from a different way. He was just like, whatever, like losing his mum put everything in context, but losing a car, that can be replaced.
Yeah,
whatever.
I say life only throws you what you can handle. That's how I literally live by that motto. When people are like, oh my
Imagine
God,
if someone stole your car. My God.
So in your life, when something like, if something shit happens, is your mind like, I can handle this?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Every single time. Yeah.
Whereas I'm like, how do I
take this on?
How do I make content out of this?
Yeah, mine's always, I was born to take it on.
And
Absolutely.
I'm like, who can I complain to about this?
But I feel like it's true. A lot of the time you hear things come in threes. You hear that all the time where
comes in threes.
people do talk about when it rains, it pours. And it's usually not you're looking out for it, but for whatever coincidence, the universe makes these things happen all at once.
No, you look out for more death. When there's a death, you look out for two more. Well, our family does.
Where there's a huntsman, there's two. That's pretty bad and tragic to me as well. When it rains, it pours.
What? When there's a huntsman, there's two.
Yeah, like one huntsman. What's worse than one? Two. My God.
No, but I'm saying, but whenever there's a death in our family, we go, it's going to be two more. And then sure enough, number two comes.
You're
and
kidding.
then number three comes in threes.
Yeah, that's
so you
always-
always know there's always three deaths attached. And then if there's a fourth, you go, fuck.
The cycle begins again. There's
There's going to
another
be
two.
another two dead people soon. Shit.
Goes by
I guess
multiples of threes.
it does work out with the amount of people who must be dying every day. Like,
Yeah,
of course.
it always comes in threes in our family. So we
threes.
always start looking out for them.
And you're probably listening to it right now going, oh yeah, I remember when that happened. A lot can go bad at once. And we even had Mum on the podcast recently. She said when financial issues would happen, it seemed like the dishwasher would break
true.
down and this would happen and then the car would need a service. It seems like everything always happens at once. So we put it to socials.
Well, can I say my bad luck of
course.
threes? So mine was earlier this year. Number one, a car drove through our house. So
And that's fucked. Speak to that.
Well, I was
best footage.
1:30 a.m. A car drove through our front fence and collided with our house while I was like 30 centimeters away from the wall. And we were like, well, if that's the worst thing that happens this year, then maybe we'll be okay. Literally, like 4 days later was when my phone got stolen by that guy, and I had to chase him down and get it back. And then, it kind of got less bad each time. But then my laptop broke, and I had to get
That
my
shit,
laptop.
though. That's probably the worst one.
It's like when you've got all this like stress and thought about, cars come through my house dealing with insurance, and then suddenly you're chasing a guy down the street who's got your phone. It is. It was the first time in my life I was like, there's something up there.
Yeah, correct.
And this is a lesson I need to learn about family and enjoying the little things.
I had a mate only share with us yesterday traumas that have happened over the last 6 months in his family. Oh my God, this is so relative. One was his mother-in-law passing away. Then his mum went to his mother-in-law's funeral and suffered a severe anxiety, almost psychotic attack psychosis attack because of the trauma. She was like, oh my God, what if this happens to me? So then she is now so unwell because of what that triggered in her. He lost his business partner, as in they left. And then something else, there was something else really big that happened. But he said to me, he goes, but these are first world problems. Like, I'm actually really lucky. And I was like, no, you're allowed to like have this happen to you and not compare it to other people in the world. Sometimes we're allowed to go, hang on, this is shit for me. Sometimes you need a comparison to go, I am okay given what other people are going through. That can pull you out of it sometimes. But also you're allowed to sit in your own
Too many people feel guilty for feelings, I feel.
Yeah, you're allowed to.
I heard this like an analogy that's relevant to this recently, which was like, if you have a pool in your backyard, you're lucky. But if you're drowning in the pool, you're still allowed to ask for help. Right?
Yes!
Do you know what I mean?
Yes!
Like, people think, like, obviously, we're like, all three of us are probably on the more privileged end of like life in the world. But like, you're still allowed to ask for help if you're struggling,
Yes,
right?
correct.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
This episode is brought to you by Hayter Institute of Education.
If you've been thinking about making a change, learning something new, or finally taking the next step in your career, Hayter's mid-year intake is closing soon.
So now is a really good time to get moving.
The second half of the year is the perfect chance to reset, refocus, and start working towards something new.
And for the end of financial year, Hayter Institute is offering 30% off courses.
But only until June 30.
So don't leave it sitting in the I'll do it later pie.
Search Hayter Institute of Education and take advantage of the end of financial year offer today.
But I think for me, with my bad luck 3 thing, it definitely was like a wake-up call of like, okay, if a car can drive through my fence and nearly kill me, what do
else
I need?
You got for me?
But also like what do I need to focus on life? Is it like the material things, or is it like how I've got a family and I've got all this stuff that I love, and how lucky am I? Do you know what I mean? It's a wake up call.
No, I totally agree. You need those sort of things that, I don't know, it's a checkpoint in life, right?
Shock to the system. Yeah. Well, we got some listener messages come in.
Should we listen to them?
Yeah, Isabella. Yeah, probably. Isabella wrote in first. Voicemailed in.
Your toe, nail, and a hole in your sock.
How did that happen? I don't know how that happened. Did you get scissors out?
Get your fucking foot away from my face.
Here
Get
we
your
go.
shoes off my couch.
Let's see what she had to say.
Worst amount of luck I ever had was I was in my first year of university. I was living in the dorms and I was taking a shower, and there were some people down the hall from me smoking weed in their room.
Fine.
And mid-shower, I had just started lathering my hair with shampoo, and the fucking fire alarm went off because those assholes were smoking too much pot. So I had to quick click a bunny, rinse my hair, grab my bathrobe, put on my flip-flops, and quickly run outside. Even worse part, it was November and it was cold
Freezing.
as shit outside. And I, to this day, am still surprised that I did not get frostbite or hypothermia.
Was there
She's
a
got a
smoke
pretty good
detector
life.
going off during that? Did anyone else
It does
hear
sound
that?
like there was a faint buzzing.
I had to keep listening to see if it was coming from my apartment. And then she's talking about a fire alarm. I'm like, is this happening now?
She was recording it mid that happening.
Yeah, she's outside.
Remember that time after an event we were really tired and we're in a hotel room?
Sydney.
Oh.
And I was like, we don't have to go.
When there was a fire.
I was
Yeah.
like, we shouldn't. Stay in bed. And it looks like, come out. And I was like, it's okay. It's just a drill, I bet.
Yeah, I've had that in Brunswick before where
It's not going.
it used to happen all the time. And I remember once lying in bed, I'm like, I am not going down today. And I was lying there, I reckon 2 minutes went by. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to burn. I need to go.
I remember once when I was at high school, I had this meeting with like a teacher and my parents during school. And then the fire alarm went off during this like disciplinary meeting with my parents. I was like, we all got to head down to the Oval. And me and my mum and dad just walked down to the Oval with the whole school in the middle of this meeting.
Do you remember that at school? Bomb threats. I used to always have to go out to
I don't
Bomb
remember
threats.
bomb threats.
We had
I know
bomb
people that
threats
used
all
to
the
call
time.
them. Yeah. I guess that was the northern fucking suburbs.
Let's see what Kat had to say about her worst luck ever. Take a listen.
Meow, meow,
Hello, neighbour.
meow.
I've had the worst luck today. We started our
Shush.
moving day off with Luca tipping a bottle of olive oil all over himself on the kitchen floor. I could hear him from the other room flopping around like a little fish.
Oh, baby.
Then I had no hot water tonight when I washed my hair. Work decided to change communication directive at 4:30 this afternoon at Friday. So all of the work I had done for 2 days was a waste. And we finished off with returning our hire van for moving, putting the keys in the after hours box, only to realize that I had left my wallet in the car. And now I have to get up at 6 o'clock tomorrow and walk my butt there and hope that they can let me in. So, yeah. Is that enough bad luck for you?
It wasn't the worst, but little
annoying.
things,
That's
little annoying
annoying.
things can sometimes be just as bad.
They pack up. They
Yeah.
stack up. They fucking, they
then
are
you
your
explode.
Achilles heel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the thorn in your side.
It's like not having your driver's license on you when once in 2 years someone needs it. Like
Yeah,
going
usually.
to Meta that time when they're like,
You
you
needed your
can't go
license?
into Instagram, Facebook's head office because I didn't have my driver's license on me.
Oh,
but I had
that's
it on my
right.
phone.
Why did you need a license to go in?
Security.
But like
Security.
But like you had the digital license?
I had the digital, but that's only relevant
You
to where
can't
the digital.
fuck with Meta's people. They are, it's next level.
They're
there.
like, no. And I've got a photo of my passport. No.
And I was like, can I still come in? And they're like, yes. And I was like, bye, Luke.
So I had to sit down.
And I did. I left out the
You
front.
did it.
I had to sit up there for about an hour and just play with my thumbs.
But then I went to the cafeteria and I got you like ice cream or something tonight and pizza and brought it down to you.
I can't remember that part.
Well, that happened. Have I got anyone else?
We do have one more from Lexi. Let's see what her bad luck was.
Hey guys, love the potty. So this happened in the span of 3 days. I had a fight at work, which I never do, with a girl, and she just took it a bit too far. Come home, and because it was raining out, my dog decided to take a poo in the house. So I thought, great. So once I cleaned that up, I start opening my mail, and the first thing I open is a $250 fine for going 4 kilometres over the speeding limit on a residential street.
Yep.
And then the next fine I opened was a $1,200 fine for driving unregistered. I was 10 days past the registration. And then to top it all off, the next day I left my house for 10 minutes, came back, and my dog had teared up the bin, found that she'd eaten all
Shoot
4
your
of
dog.
my used tampons. Disgusting.
Used
and then
her
I had to rush her to the emergency room
Ate her
for them
used
to get her to
tampons?
regurgitate it. And that was so scary
dog
and
paused.
so embarrassing for me. Mind you, the nurse was hot.
So she had to take the dog in for what? Eating all the used tampons. Okay, that's when it rains at pause.
You got a fucking shit dog. I don't like that dog at all. And listen, the cherry on top is the hot nurse. Like, that's always a good thing about going to emergency or
But
something.
I think with registrations and that, it's so easy to go over these days. Like, you get so many emails sometimes, and there's no importance. Is there leeway Is there leeway?
Doesn't sound
There's
like it
not
because she was
ever.
only 10 days over. You'd think you'd get 2 weeks.
Like your driver's license, that could be
It's still
easy.
the fine she got. She may have been able to get out of it, but in that moment, you're like, oh my God. Can my day get any worse?
I remember as a radiographer, it would happen all the time, the registration period. There'd always be 1 or 2 radiographers that didn't get their radiation license renewed. And then they'd have to go work in admin or something annoying because they got the easy job because they did something stupid, not paying their radiation license. But it's so easy to go past registrations. That's what I'm getting at. And it's unfair.
So unfair.
Like imagine getting a $1,200 fine just because you put something off last Tuesday for a week.
I do it all the time. I'm terrible with fines.
We should get insurance for that stuff. Is there an insurance
Fine
for fines?
You know what they do in
I would
America?
pay that.
You get negotiators that come in and negotiate for the amount you want to pay back. That's for hospital bills anyway that I know of.
I typed in fine insurance, but all that came up was fine art insurance.
How much is that going for these days?
I don't know.
Let's call them.
Luke and Sassy. Scott.
Thanks again to Hayter Institute of Education for supporting Luke and Sassy Scott.
Mid-year intake is closing soon and their end of financial offer gives you 30% off courses until June 30.
Search Hayter Institute of Education today.
And make the second half of the year count. So Luke and I think it's really important that when you go to somebody's house, you say, thanks for having us. So we would like to say a big thank you to the Wurundjeri, Woi Wurrung and Bunurong peoples of the southeastern Kulin Nation, the land on which this podcast is recorded on.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.